I want to talk about something real quick, y'all. This shit had me mind blown. So we had to get it out the way. Okay. So apparently, because I date Asian women now and women outside my own culture, apparently I'm now officially a sellout to my own culture. But I want to let y'all in on a little industry secret that I think a lot of my brothers can attest to, that I think will provide some insight that maybe will be beneficial as to why I see a lot of us choosing to date outside the culture, outside the race. Just bear with me, okay? I put out a video before about how Asian women are the biggest threat to taking black men out of the community, right? Some people took it the right way, some people took it the wrong way, and either way you take it, do your thing, love. I'm never gonna be mad at you. But I want to talk about something, and I think, like I said, a lot of my brothers can attest to this. It always seems that nobody wants to be with you through the struggle. Everybody seems to want to be with you when you make it, right? So throughout the years of me going through my business administration degree, my MBA and my DBA, and all the years of schooling and shit, and being the nerd and being this or being that, however you wanted to call me, seems as though nobody want to fuck with you when you on the come up, right? When you're on the grind, when you're dealing with the struggle. Only when you make it, it seems as though that's when everybody want to pay attention to you, right? Because now you officially got the money, you got the accolades or whatever it is in your particular career field that has made you into a name that people respect, people know. You don't necessarily have to be famous or anything, but people can tell that you are really about that action. Y'all want to benefit from me when I'm already here, but where the fuck was people at when I was down here? And it's kind of like I said, when you're called the dweebs and the nerds and, people going to school for information tech and all of that good shit and these career fields that are not flashy or, things that are not, going to put you on, the cover of magazines and stuff and, make you famous if you're not an athlete or, you're not making music or you're not doing certain things. Even you're unpopular in high school, to say the least, right? So if you're not doing certain things, you're not getting the attention of the ladies, and that's cool. But it's like, if y'all didn't want to rock with me then, why in the world do I feel that y'all should be able to benefit from me when I do make it or when I do get here, right? So I do see that a lot from the young ladies in my community, and I say that with all respect, right? But when you date somebody through college and shit, they're willing to rock it out with you, go through the down times, go through the up times. She's still there to hold you down, and she just so happens to be a different race. Now, all of a sudden, when I'm here and I find myself in a level of comfortability, living abroad or being in different places, hypothetically, and quote unquote, taking my money or my finances, my resources, and my assets outside of the community, now all of a sudden the brother's a sellout. Like, oh, so you ain't gonna help your fellow brethren and shit. You ain't gonna do this for your people and shit. You gonna go help them or you gonna go rock with them. You're gonna go spend your money over here, but you're not gonna spend your money over here. Now all of a sudden it becomes an issue. Now all of a sudden, oh, you a sellout, brother. You ain't one of us no more. Man, fuck out of here with that. Right? And sometimes that's the vibe I get. Don't get me wrong, I love my community, y'all. Don't ever get it twisted. Love my people. Just because I like living abroad, it has nothing to do with my community. It has everything to do with my love-hate relationship with just the United States in general. And the benefit financially, the opportunities and everything that are abroad for me. That's why I'm there. It has nothing to do with how I feel about my community. But I do notice that if you choose to date somebody who just so happens to come from outside of the community, because you date them and because for some reason, you've been able to have these accomplishments and this young lady was in your corner the entire time, even during the tough times and all of that shit. And she gets the benefit or reap the benefits of your successes rather than you giving an opportunity or trying time after time after time after time after time to deal with your own. But people want to look at you suspect because, you're not popular or you're not flashy or you don't have this or you don't have that. And everybody just looking at you extra different exploring like you different or weird or some shit. Then you deal with the young lady that don't necessarily think you're weird or kind of likes your vibe or kind of willing to just, hang out with you because you're cool with shit, or maybe who you are and your personalities mesh well better over here than probably in other areas and stuff like that. Then you become a little bit successful. You're able to put a little bit of money in your pocket and stuff like that. People start to take notice, but they see what you're doing with it. But all of a sudden, man, we can't fuck with him, man. He ain't one of us no more, right? Brother's a sellout. I love the energy, y'all. I do. It's just unfortunate, right? Because when I tell you that I've tried, I mean it. I do. I really mean it. I've tried time and time and time again. And, it is what it is. I'm willing to accept everything for what it is, right? Good, bad, or indifferent. Doesn't mean that my love for where I come from and who I am as an individual and what it made me is any different than what it was, 20, 30 years back, growing up in it. It's just my mindset has changed. It's just my perspective has changed. It's just my opportunities or my willingness to take advantage of has definitely changed. And because I don't necessarily choose to be in one location or stay here or be a part of something here, and I see a lot more opportunity over here, I don't think that should put a brother in a position to be called a sellout, Don't think you should call him a sellout, right? Like the Mike Jones verse say, back then they didn't want me, now I'm hot, they all on me now. Like I said, man, some of y'all may look at me and be like, Dog, who the fuck wants to sleep with you, bro? That's why nobody likes you, nobody wants you, man. Nobody thinks you're sexy. Nobody wants you. That's why you're mad because you couldn't get bitches in the United States, whatever. You can have that argument all you want to. Because I'll never say that that's the legit reason and exact reason why I'm having this conversation. It's just when you think about it out loud and, maybe it just wasn't meant to be, you have to accept that it just wasn't meant to be at times. Now, when I say that, don't you think for one motherfucking second that I don't like black women. Love them. Love them to death, boy. Black of the berry, sweet of the juice. Don't get it twisted. Africa be on some shit. Big facts. All right? So don't ever get it twisted. Just because my young lady is Asian doesn't ever mean that I would turn my back on my own. It's just my energy has changed towards a lot of things, right? But just because my energy has changed about a lot of things and my mindset and things of that nature have changed, I don't necessarily understand how that makes you a sellout, right? Oh, you done sold out, brother. You over here, man. You dealing with the Asian girls, or you dealing with the Latino women and the women from Brazil and all of that shit, the white girls, whatever, man. You ain't one of us no more. Hey, man, black women date other races too. Shit. So the way I see it is what it is. But I just like to have a conversation, man. I like to start the dialogue because I do want you to understand that it's not as if that, think about it. This is what I grew up in. This is what I was raised in, right? This is damn near all that I knew until I moved overseas. So it's not as if I'm just going to turn it over overnight, but I can honestly tell you it definitely changes your perspective when you have an opportunity to see how other women and other cultures rock. And you'd be like, damn, this is different, right? This is really different. It's not bad over here, right? I'm not saying that this is horrible, but it's not bad over here. It's not bad over here. And your ability to be able to explore that makes it 10 times better. But just because I have an ability and the finances to be able to explore this doesn't necessarily mean this brother sold out, right? That's all I'm trying to say, y'all. And I love having the conversation, man. Whatever y'all want to say, man, have at it. Doc's not going to stop you. Why? Because I'm just sharing my thoughts and opinions, and I'm pretty sure you're going to have your own. Comment section below. As long as YouTube don't block it, chances are I'm not going to block it either. All right? Y'all take care, man. Y'all stay blessed, man. Doc is out. Peace.